Hey, it's Ubu, and today we're playing the playtest version of Liminal Shroud. This version of the game includes changes and improvements and updates that aren't shown in the public demo that we played all the way back in November of last year. These changes include a new chapter, so chapter 2 has been replaced with all new content. There's a new starting area, so the alleyway is gone, and in its place is a new experience that adds more to the story and lore of Liminal Shroud. Chapter 1 has had the red maze area completely overhauled to be more visually interesting, and then for the chapter transitions, the office with a desk that you warped to between chapters has been overhauled to be in line with the lore. Also, no clipping portal effects have been updated to align with the glitchy visual language that the developer is going for. Liminal Shroud is developed by Everdeep Studios. It's self-published, and you can find the game on Steam. They were really kind enough to reach out to me through email and send me a key for this playtest version recently, so I really appreciate the opportunity to jump into this and check out what you have in store later down the road for the game, and I'm excited to showcase all of this and cover this in today's video. And if you're not familiar with my channel, at the end of the video I will review the game, share my general thoughts, give it my final judgment, and I will have timestamps in the description. If you like what you see here today and want to support the channel, hit subscribe, leave a like, comment, and share the video. And I've also started streaming on Twitch every now and then, and I hope to see you over there. Now let me tell you about the game and we'll get started. Liminal Shroud is a first-person psychological horror exploration game set in surreal, shifting liminal spaces. There are no monster chases or combat, only quiet dread, fractured environments, and the unsettling feeling that reality is slowly unraveling. As you explore abandoned corridors and impossible places, you'll uncover hidden paths, fragmentary clues, and a mystery buried within the shroud itself. Now that you know what the game is about, we'll go ahead and hit chapters and see what's up. So, Chapter 1. Here are controls. Photosensitivity warning. This game contains flashing lights. Okay, here we are. Being a playtest build, by the way, there may be bugs, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Alright, so this is a new playground section. Pretty spooky. Ooh. Some eerie music for sure. Always really liked the strange sort of uneasy feeling this game gives us. I actually rated the public demo quite high on my scale, the highest actually. Just had a really good time with it. I'm really excited to try this out today. Who's whispering to me? What the heck? This is a statue, right? That's pretty cool. So there are scary events in this game that you can turn off, but of course I left them on. I like the playground. That's pretty sick. Quite dark, but I mean, that makes sense. It's nighttime. Whoa. Crickets sound weird, man. Excuse me. Okay, so we have missing people posters here. Can't interact with them. Weird. All their faces are distorted. Ugh. Oh, there's a missing cat, too. Oh. Uh-oh. Good lord. Wow, okay. That's pretty cool. Oh, that door opened on its own. Oh no. Alright. Here we are. So the game still does that weird thing where the color is like, it like saturates and then desaturates, which gives a really weird feeling. So you can see it, it's kind of like cycling through color temperatures, is what I'm trying to say. So it's like a little bit more red, a little bit more greenish yellow, and it kind of slowly goes back and forth. Interesting detail. Alright, so I think there's going to be things that we're familiar with, obviously, but like I mentioned, some of the changes earlier will be cool to discover. Just like the vibe of this game. Here we are. Oh yeah, I think now that we have a toggle for sprint. What's that? Okay. We need a red ball. Okay. Cool. I just think this game is, as well, has done a good job of running with the idea of liminal spaces, right? And really making something unique out of it, the concept. And I think they did a good job with it. Like, especially with their, they really like curtains, for sure, like weird curtains and stuff, but I like it. Dear God. Stop messing around, man. Because, you know, we've played so many liminal space games where it's like, oh, you know, the pool rooms or whatever, you know. Oh. The black cloud. Alright. Yeah, well, the ball is definitely different. It's not like a smooth ball anymore. It's like a kickball. It's got a texture to it. And it sounds like a kickball. That's cool, man. Y'all remember playing kickball? I do. Jeez. Cut it out, man. Let's go. I like this area. Here we go. Music is crazy. Actually, oh yeah, there are stairs here, okay. Here we go. Okay, so is this chapter 2? This place does not look familiar to me at all. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe. That's pretty easy to find. Is that all that's in here? There's a chair way over there in the corner. You know what that means. I'm not going to say it. Okay. Let's go through here. I guess maybe that was just more of a transitional area, because look where we are now. We're back where we were. Weird. Alright, so this is the red maze, I believe. Which said was overhauled. But kind of looks the same to me, or no? Maybe the textures of the curtains are different or something? I don't know. Dear God. What's your problem? What was that? Hello? Maybe they just changed, like, the feeling of it, like the events. Because before, when you were here, you would hear somebody, like, whisper to you, and they'd be like, hey, over here, or something. Maybe they wanted to make this a little bit more, like, tonally consistent. Somebody just laughed. I will say this game is pretty noisy. Jesus! Ride! Oh no, we've been bluebird. What? Okay. Oh my goodness. Nice. I think the only real issue I have with this game, if you want to call it that, was in the public demo, the scares eventually kind of becoming really redundant. Hello? Huh. I guess no one's home. Door's changing colors. Open up. Jesus Christ. What was that? Feel like something scratching on the door or something. God almighty. Yeah, I feel like the music is like way crazier than it was before. Yeah, but like I was saying, in the public demo, the scares eventually you got used to them. But there's a lot of extra. It's almost like more of a randomness now, if that makes sense. Or it's like almost maybe more progression based, some of the scares and events that are happening. Which I think is a better way to do it than it being just random. Oop, there's the black cloud. Like, random scary events can work. Like I said, they run the risk of Becoming redundant. There we go. Whoa. Okay, so this is the new area instead of the office. I see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What happened? My ears. Okay, so this is chapter 2. This is a completely new content. Cool. It's like we're in some kind of park. Outdoor area. Some strange lights here. They must only turn on when we're near them. Okay. A lot of humming from the lights. Kind of like that. That's cool. Hello? Who's in the bushes? The humming is kind of crazy, actually. Kind of oppressive. Oppressive. Huh, okay. We're just gonna have lights and people walking around in the bushes. Alright. I kinda wish this game would jump scare me. I don't know, I've been itching to get really scared. Hey, 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 hey. Calm down. I don't think this game needs jump scares. I was just kidding, but you know. Oh. Oh, cool. Okay, this is like one of those weird, like, what do they call it? It's like a fab bunker. It's like a doomsday bunker concept where, like, you make it have nature and stuff. That statue's freaking out. I want to look around. You, like, design it in a way so that since you're, like, living underground in this bunker for God knows how long, that it has, like, natural, you know, appearances and stuff so you don't go insane, like living in a concrete bunker. This is super cool. I like this. They've got the sound of nature. So it looks like there's another cat over here. Yeah, we must need to find them all. This looks cool. Look at that. Isn't that neat? And there's some odd music. Mumbling. Yeah, everything's painted to look like the sky. Nice. Very well done. I like this a lot. I think there used to be a TV show, a reality show, where, if I'm not mistaken, you could, like, the whole show was about, like, bunkers, underground places being made to look like this, or something like that. I forget what it was called. It wasn't Doomsday Preppers or whatever. It was something else, like a... HGTV show or something. Like this. I would live in this. Not really. I mean, if I had to. If it was the end of the world, I would. What in the heck? We're a vampire. I have to make that joke. It's required by law. Whoa, look at this scary tiki thing. Jeez, it's kind of freaky, scary. Oh, hello? Who are you? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Do I stand here? Okay, maybe not. Jesus Christ. Okay, a giant lion statue appeared. That's really strange. That's just the perfect light to just trip over every day of your life. I'm gonna go hang out in the corner of the... Oh, that dang light. You just start to kick it, destroy it. Like the guy that hits his head on the plant when he gets home and he like punches the plant. I'm sure y'all have seen that video. It's pretty funny. So now we have a neighborhood that's underground. Assumedly underground. Just forget it. It'd be cool, actually. I'm not gonna lie. If hello? To like actually paint a room that looks like the sky like that. I think that'd be kind of sick, actually. I think this actually might be more effective if that weird like in the background like wasn't playing. And it was just the sound of the level with the birds and it just like this eerie quietness aside from the sounds of nature. I have a giant fan here. Cool. It keeps sounding like people are like leaving their houses. Or opening and closing the doors, rather. Here's another fan. My biggest fan! Getting kind of scary down here. Did we get them all? There's a storm coming. And not a one of ya is prepared for it. Name that movie. Now this is my biggest fan. Jeez. What in the world? Okay, now we have a fan. Nice. I like this weird, desolate, sandy place. All right. Alright, I think we need to find all of those radios. What? Who's gasping in my ear like that? Don't do that. This actually might be one of my... It might be my favorite level so far. It's just this weird... I called it like a funeral parlor kind of vibe. It's just bizarre looking with all the curtains and stuff. I think it's really cool though. I've definitely altered the scare effects, and I quite like it. Events, whatever. I like the the random. Bro, that gave me chills. I didn't know what that was crawling around. Jesus Christ. I almost started running. Alright, we had to interact with that a few times, which I don't think you had to do before. Just add another layer. I sat down like as the spirit thing was there, or whatever that was. It has gotten like really, really dark in here for some reason. Quit. Don't scare me. Hey. Who's messing around back there? You cannot scare me. I'm Ubu, the unscarable. The unflinching. Yes. What if I talked like this all the time? Yeah, bruv. We talk like this, bruv. Bro. Don't sneak up on me like that. Oh. Bless you. Look at this chair. Good God. Let's sit in it. Like, dangle our feet off of it. Wow. I don't think I need to be turning lamps off, but I feel like it anyways. Nice. Alright, we need to find some more radios for the puzzle to open the door, as you can see over there. Or am I missing two? Rather, one. Uh-oh. Seems like when I interact with the radio, it turns my flashlight off. So I keep having to turn it on. Maybe the last radio is by the door. It showed a radio over there, so maybe that's what it wants me to do. Nice. We did it. Alright, we have the shining carpet on the walls now. I don't know if that was there before. Could have been. It has been a while since I played the other demo. It was like November 19th or something last year. We have the carpet trees. I don't really understand that puzzle. You just like mess around with it until it works. So I do like the look of this place. It's a very unique idea because my brain just thinks of trees when I see these, but Like, what if we made a bunch of trees in a weird room, but we made them out of, like, fabric? Makes me think of Dark Souls, like Ash Lake kind of thing. Okay. And now we go this way. I feel like the color temperature changing over time is a lot more noticeable. Maybe just because I'm more aware of it. Maybe that's what's going on. Who knows? I think this would technically be the shining carpet. I love it. Oh. Okay, here we go. What'd you say? I can't hear you. This place looks pretty cool. Okay. I don't know what he's saying. Stop. Stop it. Take that. Well, these curtains are moving. Are they all moving? Yeah, very subtle. You don't really notice it from a distance. You do up there at the top. Okay. Flashing lights. Alrighty. They don't waste any time of throwing you into the next chapter. I appreciate that. It's just like, boom. Have fun. Oh yeah, this level 2 is also one of my favorites. So we need to find a chair. That is... Oh, there's that voice. He's like, quick over here. Quick over here. It looks like this, I guess. A little lamp and a big lamp. I'm also a big fan of this level. I mean, I like all the levels, but the funeral parlor and this level are probably my favorites. It's here. Yes, it's me. Who's in there? Now we go this way, I think. And the low ceilings are super weird. There we go. I remembered this a lot better than I thought I would. There it is. Whoa, whoa. We did it. It was this part specifically that I like in this chapter. Dear God, what is that noise? Alright, so we're looking for another chair. Gotcha. Yeah, but just look how cool this wallpaper is. Like a forest. I feel like the flashlight could be maybe a little bit better, but there's a lot of light in this area, so I'll let it slide. I just like how weirdly cozy this place is. It's dark. It's got a lot of warm colors. Also, like the natural green sort of floral design on the wall is really neat. I like it a lot. I see you. I'm starting to feel like tonally a lot of these levels feel the same. I'll talk more about it at the end of the video, obviously, but I do like to see that the consistency of the scary events and everything are a little bit more, you know, can't think of the word. They're not as redundant as they were before, which I appreciate. That's what I was trying to say. Dear God, why is that so freaking loud? The static noise that makes is freaking insane. Alright, we're on to the other weird curtain level. We're part of this level. This is really cool. Very low ceilings. Like, literally right on top of your head. A lamp. We're taking a little break. Nice. Interesting. Just sound like somebody else sat down. Now, I want to know if I can still go into here. You can. I don't know if this is intentional. Jesus. But when I was playing the demo, I was like, wow, look at this room. And I like backed up into the wall. I was like, oh my God, what the heck? I don't know if that's intentional. It'd be cool if you threw in some kind of little Easter egg in there or something, though. Like, whoa. Hey, throw me in there. Just kidding. I mean, if you want to. Anyways. Yeah, so I feel like the scares so far have been, you know, mixed up a lot. A lot of, you know, a lot different noises, the gasping and the whispering and the ambient swelling and everything. But like the music, whatever the general ambience is like we're hearing right now, I just feel like it's the same almost in every level. I don't know why, but I think the levels could really benefit from having their own very strong thematic music for each one. And maybe that's what's happening. It's just they're very just too similar, if that makes sense. I do like this place though. This is just so bizarre. What's in here? Nothing. Alright, now we have a seashell lamp. Which I quite like. I do like this new area here. Some of the lighting is a bit odd looking when the lights flicker out. Obviously, it's a work in progress. Alright. I believe this is the last chapter. We have 4 objects now. So this will be number 5. I would say so far so good. I like the change of environment they've added so far, so I'll talk more about it at the end. I don't want to get distracted too much. Of course, we go down the red slide because it's the best color. I don't want to wake up. Okay, now I did go down this slide last time, but since we are doing something different, let's try a different slide. Even though red is still the best. Oh my god. We went in 2 different directions. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, my gosh. Okay, this is totally different. And the is that a face? What is that? Looks like a... Maybe it's just a weird light effect, but... I went down the red slide in the demo. But going down the green slide, I mean, it took us somewhere completely different. I don't know what I'm looking at over there. Hello? Looks like 2 eyes and a mouth. I don't know why. It's just what the human brain does, I guess. Hello? Oh. What even am I looking at here? Oh, those are slides sticking out. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that creepy light anomaly was. I want to look around in here because it's just... the enormity of it is crazy. It's like some real megalophobia stuff here. Here we go. Because it wants us to go down the red slide, I guess, right? Well, let's try out the yellow one then. Get to explore a little bit. Now, have y'all actually ever been in a foam pit like that with the cubes? Something sees me. Who are you? Come out. Go yourself. Because I was asking, because I feel like if I were to fall into one of those foam pits, I would never be able to get out. So it kind of scares me. Okay, there's not much going on here. I mean, it's pretty cool looking, but the other room was, like, crazy. This took us all the way back to the start. But what do these slides do? I mean, they all do the same, right? I don't know, I'm just kind of limit testing here, seeing what happens doing all this stuff, so... Whee! Anyways, we've been down those 2 now. Let's go down the red slide. Jesus. It's the ominous black cloud. I like this place because it has very, like, brutalist style architecture, like concrete, harsh, industrial look about it. I just think it's freaking cool. Really cool. There's some visual consistency throughout with their use of like windows and skylights and the lighting and the curtains, and you know, the color palettes and everything have changed a lot, so that is really weird looking. Well, I'm gonna go down this slide. I know Swole would really like this game. Because of the slides. Swole, the YouTuber. Ooh, I like that. Dude, that's cool. Hello? Very neat. Oh. We've already seen that kind of thing a couple times. I think the fact that the people look like clearly like some sort of static distortion makes them less scary. Wow, it takes me all the way back. I don't know about that, dude. I feel like it's kind of punishing me for exploring. But, like, if they just look like people, like you just saw a random person standing around, I feel like it might have a little bit more impact. Like, the weird stuff, it's like, oh, it's a static monster, so it's not gonna, like, do anything to me. Like, it doesn't look real. I hope that makes sense. But I understand wanting, like, some visual cohesion with everything, so it's just more of a personal observation. Like, it makes you think of looking at the missing persons posters. Like, if you were to have those kind of people in the areas we are in, with the distorted faces even, just kind of have them off, standing somewhere. That would just, like, you would just catch them in the corner of the room, like, oh my god. That kind of thing. Kind of going more on the fact that they're missing as well. And this is where they are. Forever. Trapped in the shroud. Whoa. Super foam cube foam pit. Whatever I'm trying to say. Place is pretty weird. Who keeps turning the lights out? Somebody not paying the bills? Here we go. Whoa, this is a serious slide. Oh. Sorry. Oh my, I couldn't resist. Liminal Shroud. Very cool, very cool. Was this place real? Whether you left or it released you remains unclear. I don't know, you tell me. But now it knows you. The full story lies beneath the shroud. To be continued. Nice. Alright, well now we're back on the main menu where I'm just going to talk about my general impressions of the playtest and the additions and updates the game has underwent since playing the demo. And generally speaking, I would say the changes to the intro level and also Chapter 2 are very noticeable, and I think in a good way. Definitely gives the game a little bit more, I would suppose, dynamic approach to its chapters, because I think before, I can see why they changed Chapter 2, because I believe Chapter 2 before it was very similar to Chapter 1 with curtains, you know, and the balls, and you could, like, walk around this place, and I was, like, throwing these balls down in this big pit in the demo. I actually really liked that level, but the change to this weird park, like, outdoor area, and then going into this, like, underground, like, bunker situation that's made to look like, you know, the real world. I quite like that aesthetic. I haven't really seen that aesthetic done in, I don't think, any liminal space game. I think it works really well. It's like going anywhere in a liminal space game and seeing, like, houses and stuff like that. It creates this very uneasy, sort of strange, surreal feeling. And I think being in this situation where you have this house, The walls and the ceiling are painted to like the sky. There's plants and statues of animals, and it's like an imitation of the real world. And I think that works really well, actually. I will say one thing that stands out to me probably the most in general, I would say, is that the scare events or scary events have a little bit more variety to them now, and I quite like that. There's still a lot of whispering and talking, rustling of curtains, you know, weird scraping sounds, and all kinds of unexplainable sort of events happening, which I like. I think I still think maybe those could be adjusted in some manner of speaking. I think that there's something odd, and this obviously there's just my opinions. There's something odd about the scary events and the tone of each chapter feeling very similar to each other. Even though there's a lot more somewhat variety to these events, just the ambience itself, the music used, and the way the scary events seem to come in almost a few different variations, like voices, whispering, some kind of rustling, walking through leaves. I think if they were a little bit more thematically sound in their presentation, they could probably be a little bit more effective. As we go through each chapter, the game is visually striking and dynamic, but the tone and the scary events seem to sort of have this sort of like linear connection. I wish in some instances a good example of adding more of a specific tone to a level could be, for example, making a level like super quiet, where you only really hear your footsteps, and then maybe hearing doors opening and closing, something being manipulated in the environment, but there's no ambient music, there's no whispering or talking. It's just you and the environment messing with you. And I think that's just one example I would give you. Like I said before, it's like every level just feels the same for some reason. I like looking at the levels, and I like exploring the levels. Of course, a lot of these chapters are the same as the demo before. I didn't spend a lot of time in them, but I do like the addition of the playground, which I think was very eerie, very ominous. I like the addition of the missing persons posters and stuff. I think that added another layer of mystery of, are these people going missing in the shroud like myself, or is it something else? And I think using that as a motivation as well to add some variety to levels, or at least that could be what makes a consistent connection between the levels, is the missing people. And instead of having maybe like the spirits or like static people, which is probably what you're going for there, like have someone that looks just like a person, not staticky or silhouetted or whatever, just like standing off somewhere where you can't get to necessarily, or something like that. And that be what connects all of these levels, that all of these people on the posters have gone missing in these levels, and now we're sort of coming across either like their remnants or just like apparitions of them, but they look like solid human beings. And I think that would add a bit of the real world element of ourselves and like where we're from and whatnot, and the player even, to the game itself, instead of it feeling like a totally like imaginary space. Give it some sort of grounded approach of people going missing here as like an actual event. And I think that could work really well. Now, of course, it's just a suggestion, it's just an opinion. I understand if you want like visual cohesion with the static and everything and whatnot, it's obviously your vision. I'm just sort of presenting ideas like I always do, just to maybe give you some sort of different perspective. And like I said, I think the scary events and stuff, you know, are all right. I wish there was a little bit more of a dynamic separation between each chapter and the tone that's presented. Aside from that, I still think everything holds up pretty well. I really do like this game visually. I do like its overall approach to liminal spaces, making them very unique, but also familiar in some ways. And I think that's a really strong aspect of this game. And I think you're doing a really great job with this. It's a fine line to walk, but I almost prefer the tone of the demo in some ways. Like I said, while there is more variation to scary events in this game, and of course I could just turn them off and maybe that will solve all of my complaints that I'm talking about here, but at the same time, the fact that there's so much variation to them, I don't know, it just creates an inconsistency in a way where I just wish each chapter, like I've said many times now, just was able to stand out tonally in its own right. While they do that visually, I don't think the sound design of the ambience and the music or the scary events is helping that as much as the visuals are. Either way, this is a really good time to check out the playtest, and I'm excited to see what else you have in store for this going forward. I really appreciate you reaching out and letting me give this a shot and covering this on my channel here. I really appreciate the opportunity. I had a really good time with this, so I'll keep the game at my rating that I had it at before, which is excellent. I think it's an excellent liminal space game, but with just some of the complaints that I had and critiques and whatnot, I still feel like there's some tonal inconsistency or clashing throughout this game, at least in this playtest, and I think that could be adjusted. Now, of course, these are just my opinions, but thanks again for reaching out, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors and your work. Tell me what you think in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this game? Do you agree or disagree with me? Do you have anything to add? Do you just want to say hi? Let me know what's up. And don't forget to check the pinned comment below for the links to everything and go play this game for yourself and form your own opinion. Now, I am playing the playtest version of this game, but you can play the public demo on Steam, so go check it out. I'm sure the developer would really appreciate your feedback as well as mine. And if you'd like to support my channel, hit subscribe, leave a like, comment, and share the video. And I'm also streaming on Twitch every now and then, so go check that out if it interests you. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I think that's all I have to say about it, so thanks for hanging out with me. But don't forget...